Hey there, movie fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the explosive behind-the-scenes world of Rampage, 2018. From death-defying stunts to insane CGI, we're breaking down exactly how Dwayne Johnson and the crew brought this monster-packed thrill ride to life. So grab your popcorn, because what you're about to see is just as wild as the movie itself. We kick things off with one of the most intense moments in the film. The mid-air airplane disaster where Davis, played by Dwayne Johnson, and Dr. Kate are trapped inside a crumbling aircraft. So, how did they pull this off? Dwayne Johnson actually performed these stunts himself, strapped into a full-body harness attached to stunt wires. The plane interior was built on a massive gimbal rig, a mechanical setup that could tilt and shake, simulating a full-blown mid-air emergency. Watching Johnson spinning and floating through the cabin adds a whole new level of respect to what looked like pure chaos on screen. In another shot from that same plane sequence, we see Agent Harvey in action. His scenes were also filmed practically right inside the same gimbal-mounted cabin. The rocking set allowed for authentic reactions and real motion, giving the actors something physical to play off of instead of relying solely on green screens. When the aircraft crashes into a wide-open field, it looks like pure CGI, but guess what? That entire crash site was real. The filmmakers built an outdoor crash zone complete with debris, smoke machines, fire effects, and broken fuselage parts. It created a gritty, chaotic aftermath that looked like a real-world disaster zone without any digital fakery. When Agent Harvey takes Davis into custody at a busy port, it might look like a well-orchestrated set, but it was shot on location at a working port. Everything you see, the boats, vehicles, dock workers, was real. That natural hustle and bustle gave the scene a grounded, believable feel. With sunlight bouncing off the water and actors immersed in the real environment, the tension feels authentic. Remember those scenes where Davis is flying helicopters through city chaos? They weren't entirely digital. The team built a full-scale helicopter cockpit and mounted it on a gimbal rig to simulate flight. Surrounding it were massive blue screens that later allowed VFX artists to drop in, skyscrapers, explosions, and sky-high action. Every tilt and spin was choreographed and rehearsed to match the digital world they would add in post. As the monsters tear through the city during the final showdown, you might think it's all CGI, but not quite. A huge portion of the destruction was done practically. On a massive soundstage, the crew built miniature city blocks, crumbling walls, shattered windows, and wrecked vehicles. Green screens filled in the background so VFX teams could expand the damage with CGI, adding falling buildings, dust storms, and digital mayhem later on. When Claire Wyden sends a strike team to track down the monstrous wolf, Ralph, the suspense feels very real, and that's because it kinda was. Those scenes were filmed in actual forests with dense trees and heavy underbrush. The actors performed their stunts in real terrain, reacting to a creature that wasn't there. Yet, Ralph was later added with CGI, using motion tracking to match the forest floor and give the giant wolf real weight and presence. Inside the military base, Colonel Blake's command center wasn't just a fancy set, it was a meticulously built war room filled with props like control panels, monitors, tactical maps, and communication gear. The lighting team used low ambient light and spotlights to give it a tense mission control vibe, just like a real military operation. Every little detail helped sell the illusion. In one emotional and action-heavy scene, Davis confronts two soldiers while trying to steal a helicopter to save George. At first he tries reasoning with them, but when that doesn't work, he's forced to act. This sequence was shot on location, using natural lighting and real surroundings to give the scene a raw, grounded feel. Off-camera, though, the vibe was much lighter. Behind-the-scenes clips show the actors goofing around between takes, a fun contrast to the heavy tension we see on screen. Let's talk about the heart of the movie, George, the giant albino gorilla. You might think he was entirely CGI, but he actually started with a human actor in a motion capture suit. Using advanced mocap tech, the actor's body movements, facial expressions, and gestures were captured in real time. He even wore arm extensions to mimic George's long limbs and physical presence. Later, VFX teams layered digital fur, muscle, and facial textures over his performance. transforming it into the believable, emotionally complex character that audiences connected with. And that's a wrap on our behind-the-scenes tour of Rampage, 2018. From massive practical sets to groundbreaking VFX and jaw-dropping stunts, this film was a monster in every way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome movie-making secrets from your favorite blockbusters. See you in the next one.